Chronological Bible in a Year, Day 121. We are back in 2 Samuel. We're sharing it now with 1 Chronicles. We're going to see in 2 Samuel the main story, and then in 2 Chronicles we'll get some of the numbers to fill in the gaps. We see here David finally made king of Israel, reigning in Hebron until those who gather around him can take back Jerusalem. In Chronicles, we get to see the people who gathered together, the list of his mighty men, this elite soldier task force that is serving him. But one of the names that stood out to me today was Uriah the Hittite. Uriah will become kind of an important figure later on, more so his wife, but I'll save that for a later day. But something that we can easily forget is as a Hittite, Uriah was not an Israelite. We see David has gathered support from not only Israel, but some of the tribes around Israel. Even after taking Jerusalem, men like Uriah are part of David's inner circle. He has these men who are not part of the original 12 tribes, but who are now partakers of the promise of God. As a Gentile myself, it excites me that we can see the story of God's plan all the way back. In 2 Samuel, God's salvation is not for one people alone, it is for all people in all times. The question for us then is, what are we going to do about it? How can we take the truth, the amazing gifts that we have, and take them to those who do not yet know them? When I was in seminary, I was working as a resident in a church, and in that church, we started an initiative called My One. We were encouraged to think, who do I know who is not yet a Christian, but I would love to spend eternity with? I would love to see them enter the kingdom of heaven alongside me. And then we were to pray for that person daily and look for opportunities to tell them about God. And reading this passage makes me realize all the more how important that is. Now, Uriah could have been David's one. He was a man from outside the covenant, but who was brought in to share in the joy of Israel until David kind of ruined that for his friend. But here's a question for us. Who are those people in your lives? Who could your one be? Who could that person be that you're going to start praying for daily, and you're going to start looking for opportunities to tell them about how great God is and his redemptive plan for all people, so that that person can one day alongside you worship God in eternity? Let's identify that person we can pray for, that person we can reach out to. I'm looking forward to jumping back to the Psalms for a few days before we get back to David's story. But until then, God bless.